Let's go ahead. Get this popping. Go ahead and throw us right here. Boom. There we go. Put it there. All right. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and react to this. This is an EWU video, which if you guys know that, this is when AI gets an innocent man arrested. So we will see how that goes.
So, very, very peculiar. Peppermill has this pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software that analyzes faces of previous trespassers. And they get a 100% match on this guy who, whenever they trespassed them before, presented an ID
Turn that down a little bit.
A different name. They look like the same exact guy.
I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike.
So either he is who he says he is, and he's not ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's
their software is pretty cool. Yeah,
I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Nightmare becomes reality at a Reno, Nevada casino when AI facial recognition technology misidentifies someone, leading to a wrongful arrest and lands an innocent man behind bars.
What the good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother?
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons...
I feel like this case is going to be kind of crazy because with the way it's AI. I mean, how many times do you have to say it wrong? I mean, Jesus. But no, with the way AI is advancing and everything, if they're going to be able to catch us and charge people just because a software said something and it can't be backed up, then that's kind of crazy. But I mean, I feel like in this situation, there should be other ways.
Charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On September 17, 2023, the Peppermill Casino calls the Reno Police Department to report that a trespasser has unlawfully returned to the casino. They report that they have the man in custody, but he's claiming to go by an entirely different name than the man they've previously trespassed. Officer Richard Jagger arrives at the casino at 5:48 a.m.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
At 5:48 a.m.
I just want to say, like,
Hola.
Bro, that does not look like a casino worker. That's crazy.
¿Cómo estás?
That's security? Is that security?
The man declaring his relief at the sight of the officer is 40-year-old Jason Killinger, who is accused of trespassing at the Peppermill Casino.
So what's going on?
So we got this generated alert, prior trespasser.
Okay.
And we made contact with him, arrested him, and he claimed that wasn't him. And
what does my
so
name
we're just
say?
trying to get you guys to make fun call if it's with him or not.
So does he have like a
what's
legitimate
the issue,
ID too?
Did he have a different driver's license or a secondary one, or has he got more property than just this one?
Just those effects right there, and that's it.
1 second, pal.
Alright, that's absolutely unnecessary. I hate when people use nicknames. Don't call me pal, buddy, boy, dude. No, you're a cop. Just do your shit. And there's no need to be over here calling everybody's name. Like, it feels so weird. Like, just don't be doing that.
You guys ran this information through our dispatch?
Through your guys' dispatch? No.
It's
cool. After hours, comes back as that being who he says he is on his ID, but that's what we went off right there.
Yeah, and this is one of those things. You guys have this fancy software that does all this stuff, so it's like.
Officer, what's your name?
1 second, man.
A few months
you can't
earlier,
identify
a man
yourself.
named Michael had been trespassed from the casino for sleeping on the premises.
All right, man. So this is who you are?
Yes. What your Miss Jagger is your first name or last name?
Last name.
All right, Mr. Jagger. Yes, that is who I am. I drive the semis for UPS. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. I'm a craps player here. Look, there's my socks for.
I don't really know what that has to do with anything, but.
Can you please? You got a gun here. Will you please take me out of these cuffs? My shoulders are killing me.
You're gonna sit there for a minute, man. So, When he gave you this information, did you guys verify it against an ID, or how does that work?
So in that report there's an ID on there as well, and we can show you that one.
Okay.
Jason, a long combination vehicle driver, had been playing craps until about 3 a.m. when he decided to leave the Peppermill and go to the Atlantis casino. On his way out, he stopped at a blackjack machine and started playing. There, he was approached by a security guard who addressed him as Mike. When Jason clarified that he was not Mike and presented the guard with his driver's license, the guard apologized and walked away. However, as Jason attempted to leave, he was surrounded by security guards and handcuffed. He was told that he was under arrest for trespassing.
Just need a break. My shoulder's killing me.
So that's the ID that he presented.
I'm confused.
I'll be.
Quite
Look at the
confused.
nose.
Look at the nose. Run the ID. Like, if my problem with this is, if they run the ID and it comes back that the IG is legitimate, it's been through the DMV, then what's the problem? Because when you go to DMV, you not only have to have your birth certificate, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You basically got to have your ancestors' blood to be able to sign up for something. So I don't understand how, if he has a legitimate ID that has been approved and confirmed, then what is the problem?
Huh. Weird. Very weird. Right, let me snap a picture of that. I'll run both names.
The casino's AI facial recognition software positively identified Jason as Michael, the man they had trespassed.
Let me step out this way, I get better reception.
Yeah. The only thing that was weird is that we'll have to, lift him up and see how tall he is.
Yeah.
It's
on
because
this
that says he's 5'9", and that says 6'1".
Yeah.
Should be
This
pretty
isn't the
easy
only
to identify.
difference between Michael and Jason's IDs. Jason is listed as 7 years younger than Michael and says that he weighs 50 pounds more. As well, the signatures are different. In his report, Officer Jagger wrote, quote, "The associated demographics on each driver's license were fairly similar, with the only major distinction being hazel and blue eyes."
Yeah, not the height, weight, or signatures were mentioned in the report. That makes complete sense.
Which are by their very nature similar eye colors and are dependent upon lighting.
And the pictures are very, the nose.
Right, and then we have.
I mean, they have the
our
theme
new
now.
System, our new
Shut up.
facial recognition system, and that's what it's telling us. Is it's telling us that it's looking at it and it's doing that. And then there was another one that came up when he was at our TRK, which is one of our better cameras. This is right before we arrested him. We looked at it and said, "That's him," and it came up
100%. Okay.
100% match.
Yeah. So the software's saying it, that it's legit.
Right. And it's
So he.
pretty damn accurate.
So either he presented a fake identification the first time, or he's presenting it now.
So call him, have him run the ID. If the ID comes back good, then you have nothing. Doesn't matter what the AI software said. He's not using a fake ID.
Even if he had a twin, it wouldn't be 100%
Right.
on the facial, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know, because they say twins share DNA, right?
So you want someone arrested and you don't even know how your software works.
But
I guess it depends upon if they're identical.
I've seen identical twins where it's like moms can tell them apart.
Right.
So it's,
Yeah, great argument.
That kind of made us feel suspicious, or us managers.
You can
was
tell
right
people
after
apart
our
just by
officer
their
made
body
contact,
language and their
we saw
mannerisms.
that
You don't
the
even need
ID is
their faces to be
today.
different.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, okay, it's not the same guy. He immediately gets up and starts cashing out, like running for the door. I'm like, okay, if it really wasn't him, why is he running for
why
the
is he
door?
getting ready to leave?
Jason would later explain that earlier that night he played at the Legends Bay Casino, the Nugget Casino, and the El Dorado Casino before arriving at the Peppermill around 11:30
It
p.m.
was just
He
casino
claimed
hopping.
that each time he was up $200, he would move on to a new casino, and just before his arrest, he had made $200. He also estimated that prior to the 16th, he had gambled hundreds of times at the Peppermill without incident. After
I mean, well,
speaking with the
that's
Peppermill
kinda
employee,
dumb. I mean, he
Officer
has every
Jagger
right to
calls
switch
check
casinos
the
if he
police
wants to.
records.
I have a precarious situation. I'm trying to positively identify somebody who may or may have or may be using a fake ID. So I've got two names, two Nevada driver's license numbers and all that. If there's a chance I could have you run both and see if any of them come back and maybe send me pictures in an email of what their IDs come back as.
Yep.
Huh. That is super weird. Do you see resemblance in those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah, they're the 83, 78, yeah.
Let's pause this real quick. We need to actually. Okay, to make sure that was done.
That's super weird. So I have a feeling these are both the same guy, but he has different IDs. That's crazy. Because their software here, they have this facial recognition software here at the Peppermill.
How would he have two different legitimate IDs?
And he came back as a 100% match for the character who was previously trespassed.
Yeah,
So this is definitely a weird one. So I have a feeling he's somehow making some fake identification or something, but I mean, if you're pulling them up, then they're legitimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both through the DMV at least.
Again, to go through the DMV, I don't know if you've ever tried to go, but even just to get the most basic thing, you need at least like 3 or 4 identifications. So the fact that they're both through the DMV, sorry, and they're trying to say it's fake is just absurd.
Somehow able to get them.
With this discovery that both Michael and Jason's IDs are legitimate, Officer Jagger calls his supervisor, once again explaining that the Peppermill's AI technology came back with a 100% match that Jason and Michael are the same person.
Then this guy that they have now detained presents a different ID with a different name, Jason Killinger, and that has a matching photo for him now. I mean, the photos are different photos, but they look like the same exact guy. The only difference is one has a chin goatee. But definitely super weird. So all of these driver's licenses are both valid. So either he is who he says he is, and he's not actually ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and
which I doubt because their software is pretty cool.
The fact that he's acting super suspicious. 2, I just have a feeling somehow maybe he's got a hookup with the DMV where he's got 2 different driver's licenses that are registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles with different names and dates of birth.
Yep, he somehow did that.
So, I guess I'll arrest him on that and then just list him as a John Doe and then have him booked in for a wins check. Alrighty, well, that solves that. So you guys got a complaint?
Yeah, well, we got filled out for you.
And then,
we got the statement and all that good stuff.
Statement already done. Easy peasy. So right now, because I can't identify you, man, it's weird.
We gave you the ID. We checked with the DMV. It's good.
Essentially, it looks like you have 2 names. I don't know, man. So I can't identify you. Unfortunately, that means that they can't cite you.
Officer Jagger collects Jason's things, which includes his driver's license, a Peppermill player's card in the name Jason Killinger, and a debit card from his credit union in the name of Jason Killinger.
You can't be.
So he also had 3 forms of identification in his wallet, with debit card as well.
If you're cited, then you are arrested. So
I'm arrested?
Yep, I'm
going
to
jail?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not a joker, man. So you'll be arrested and you'll get fingerprinted up at the jail, and then they'll be able to discern your identity and what the mix-up is with this stuff. I'll be 100% honest. Could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around, but they are strikingly similar and enough. Their fancy AI technology that reads faces. No, it says it's a 100% match. But at this point, our hands are tied because
the AI said so.
You know, a reasonable and prudent person would based off the software, based off the pictures,
No, a reasonable person would, based off what they said and how the license legitimate through the DMV, they would realize that, oh, the AI software fucked up. Because there's two things that could happen. Either one, the whole system that we all use to put in IDs is fucked up, or the AR software is fucked up. So if I had to bet on one, and I'm not a betting man, probably go with the AI software.
based off of even your driver's license picture, make the reasonable conclusion that all three are the same person, just two different IDs with two different names.
Can you look at the back of the IDs? Because I have all the endorsements except for motorcycle and hazmat.
Okay.
Other than that, I got all the endorsements.
But that's the thing is
his a CDL?
So that's the thing is it's either someone else is using your stuff or you're using somebody else's stuff, and unfortunately you look too much like the guy in that picture, so much so that the fancy computer that does all the face scanning of everybody who walks in this casino makes the same determination that my feeble human brain does. So
yeah, well, that's completely wrong.
Jason's ID is a Nevada Real ID driver's license. In order to obtain a Nevada Real ID driver's license, a person must present themselves at the DMV with proof of identity such as a birth certificate or a current U.S. passport or U.S. passport card,
Facts.
a social security card, and 2 documents proving Nevada residence.
4 forms of ID.
All I want to do is play some goddamn dice and make some money.
Yeah.
If I got a check stub from my work,
check stub.
yeah, would that prove it to you guys?
Honestly, man,
No.
the only way is can you get your fingerprint out?
Later,
Tell me
Jason
ways
would
to get you
reveal that
arrested.
along with a check stub in his vehicle, he also had a current vehicle registration for his car in his name, a Department of Transportation medical card, a Teamsters Local 533 union card, and a valid vehicle insurance card, all in his name. Officer Jagger's
So he had 3 forms of ID on him and 4 in his car. I mean, if this isn't scary, I don't know what is.
police report would later state that, quote, due to John Doe having conflicting identification, he lacked satisfactory evidence to reasonably assure me that he was who he claimed to be.
It's not me. I don't know what the
Yeah, it's one of those. Like I said, man, if it turns out that it's not you, then it's one of those ones you can call the director and be like, hey, man, your software is made it a critical error.
This is what my tax dollars are paying for?
Yep.
It's not built for comfort.
Dude.
It's not built for comfort, pal. Very
See,
sorry.
he called me pal again, dude. Like,
Before he leaves, another officer arrives at the casino, and Officer Jagger takes the opportunity to once again explain the situation.
It's super weird because this poor guy might be like legitimately somebody else, and something else. I don't know. It's weird call.
Soon, Officer Jagger begins the drive to the Washoe County Detention Facility.
I'll be honest, I don't know what to think because usually those systems are pretty good. Like,
Right.
we've used those systems in the past to catch homicide suspects.
Sure.
So, like, they're fairly reliable. So if it comes back, you know, one angle on your face, it was 99%. The other one was 100%.
Is that right?
Yeah, so it's like, it says that you're that guy.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Yeah. You seem like a stand-up guy, and it's probably a really terrible case of mistaken identity.
I can't believe I've been arrested. I've never been arrested. Never. Not once. What the good is the ID then?
Yeah.
Why do I even
Yeah.
try that mother? That one young
Spit.
security guard, man, like a robot. That's what pisses me off, is because they don't think, you know.
That's
It's like, well, this is what I
probably the
was
guy I was
taught.
talking about.
Use your head. And then people aren't smart enough to think for themselves. They're just not.
That's the problem. Everybody in this situation is just following what the AI says, and none of them have a brain.
Fortunately, it's the world we live in.
Yeah, and you're part of it.
If all goes well, you should be out of those cuffs in the next, hopefully, 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, good. All because some asshole that looks like me was sleeping in the casino. It's not me.
Despite Jason's continued protests, Officer Jagger hands him off to the jail staff. Jason's fingerprints were soon submitted for analysis.
Best of luck, man. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
That's weird.
it's super weird. So it's one of those ones like I genuinely like I kind of believe him.
Yeah.
It wasn't long
I
before the
kind of
fingerprint
believe him.
analysis
You don't have to.
conclusively
There's
established
documentation.
that Jason had been telling the truth all along, and he was in
Surprise.
fact Jason Killinger. Later that
Like, that's not a surprise to anybody. Not at all.
same day, around 4 p.m., Jason was released from the jail on his own recognizance. The day after his release on September 18, 2023, he went to renowned urgent care Vista, where he was diagnosed with a strain of both the right and left shoulder and contusions on both wrists. On July 30, 2025, Jason filed a complaint in federal court against Reno police officer Richard Jagger. While at the jail and after his identity had been confirmed, his arrest papers were changed from John Doe to Jason Killinger. The federal complaint states that this meant Jason would be prosecuted for trespassing, even though Michael had been the only one who was trespassed. According to the complaint, Jason's charge of trespassing was eventually dismissed. However, he now has a criminal record.
So they completely messed up, charged this dude because he had a proper ID. The AI system messed up, read his face as someone else. He's now got a criminal record when he literally isn't even the same person.
According to the complaint, facial recognition technology has led to wrongful arrests in Louisiana, New Jersey, Maryland, and Texas. Many
it's
cities now
incompetent
conclude that
systems.
for an arrest, there has to be some kind of secondary corroborating evidence that is unrelated before there can be sufficient justification to arrest. Jason Killinger's case remains ongoing. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep on...
That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. This is just scary because, like I said, anybody could have been in this situation. I mean, you could have showed up and anybody that looks like you could have done this. I mean, this is just wild. The fact that in this world nowadays with AI being so prevalent, I mean, you just have to be careful out there. And if these systems out here, they're going to believe these systems over the actual documentation, or AKA a card ID that has been approved and confirmed through the DMV. I mean, I don't know what else to say. There's just, it's fucking scary, man.